Throughout my high school career, I was always asked where I would be going to college. I was never asked, am I going to college? It was always, where? College has become a necessity in today's society. Many more high school students are enrolling in colleges than ever before. This shows colleges that not only are there increased enrollment opportunities, but that we must do college the right way. And the right way is that we must live on campus our first year. According to an article considering community colleges and how there's increased enrollment in community colleges, West Virginia State University saw a 28% increase in their enrollment this year since last year. Not only does this show them that there's increased enrollment, but we need to show them that there is enough opportunities for them to live on campus their first year. Most post-secondary institutions are creating the requirement that they must live on campus their first year. This is to show students that they can experience the college life like everybody else, and schools have more revenue. Many post-secondary institutions are creating the requirement to live on campus their first year. This is for three main reasons. First, students are returning more often for their second year. Second, schools are receiving more revenue. And third, many institutions already have the requirement to live on campus. First, students are more often returning for their second year of college. According to SPEC, females that live on campus receive an average GPA of 2.95, opposed to those who live off campus, which receive a GPA of 2.73. Males who live on campus receive an average GPA of 2.8, and though that's opposed to males who live off campus, which receive an average GPA of 2.64. You can see the difference in average GPAs. People who live on campus have an average higher GPA. According to an article called UI Considers Freshmen Requiring to Live on Campus, 88% of on-campus students return for their second year. 59% of those who live off campus return for their second year. And results don't lie. You can see that there's a higher percentage of students that return if they live on campus. The research shows that if you return for your second year, you obviously had to live on campus your first year. My second point is that schools receive more revenue. The University of Idaho is considering having on-campus living requirements for freshmen. And this is because they know that they will receive $700,000 in more revenue a year. According to Danielson, the University of South Florida just built a $65 million brand new dorm complex. And this is to house another 5,400 students. This means that 5,400 more students will be able to live on campus, and they will be able to pay every single year. So that means that they'll be able to pay the $65 million back within years, and it won't take that long. According to Miller, the Lebanon Valley Community College in Pennsylvania just built a $12 million new dorm complex. And although they only have 1,600 students, this new dorm complex could lure more students into the university, which would also give the school more revenue because they're paying for their dorm. Schools receive more revenue, and this leads me to my third point, that many institutions already have the requirement to live on campus their first year. According to Albert, Representative Mike Reynolds of Oklahoma just proposed a bill in 2007 that states that the Board of Regents instates a code that says that anybody can live wherever they want on campus or off campus. And this bill was to be passed on November 1st of 2007. According to Ferguson, Texas Christian University only has a freshman requirement to live on campus, but they are considering a sophomore requirement as well. Trinity Lutheran College in San Antonio, Texas, has a freshman, sophomore, and junior requirement to live on campus. That's 3 years that they have to live on campus required, and they don't get a choice. Colleges are now finding that this is the best choice to use, is to have a first-year requirement to live on campus. I now realize that it is virtually expected for students to go to college and to get a degree. According to the article that I stated before, that describes community colleges and their increased enrollment, all of the colleges in that article had experienced an increased enrollment, and most of them were between 20 and 30% increased enrollment. That is huge and very significant, because that means that a fourth of their students are coming back to the university, and that's a fourth more students that they have to house. Many post-secondary institutions are experiencing this increase in enrollment, and therefore are creating the requirement to live on campus for the first year. First, because students are coming back more often for their second year. Second, because schools receive more revenue. And third, because many institutions already have the rule.